and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter, give a thumbs up, subscribe button, and tell a friend. On the docket today, we have 90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, Season 3, Episode 12, and this is the season finale, y'all. But we finished it. We say, and all of the ones who've been there with us right from the beginning, we could not do this little unprofessional mess without you. Okay, so is StreamYard going to do anything that I'm asking today? I guess not.
Good old StreamYard.
Oh my. Okay, so Jamal, I can't believe we got 12 episodes out of this.
Uh, yeah, like 12 long episodes. I swear the other two seasons felt so much shorter compared to this one.
Yeah.
Look, it was just so bad.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a few tech issues.
Hmm?
Okay. Jamal,
Uh-oh. Debbie left us for a minute. She'll be back. But anywho, like this season for me, this was just a painful season. It was nowhere near like what it was the first two seasons. The first two seasons, like I was excited to watch this. It was like this couples were interesting, the storylines were interesting. This just felt really overproduced and just dragging it out. And I think what it is that most of the couples, like really to me, weren't likable. They just really weren't likable. I mean, what is going on? And we talked about this in previous episodes. You know, the issue is that it's not on Discovery anymore. It's on TLC. TLC messed this up. Yeah, horrible. Hey,
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 I'm not sure if this is any better. Can you hear me?
yeah. I was just like talking about how like
Is there still
how the
that
season was
delayed
very
signal?
a little bit, but I think I really think it's a StreamYard thing. There's nothing we can do about it. Um, but I was just talking about like we talked about this before, like how there is a stark difference between the Discovery version of this and the TLC version. And for me, this TLC version was just painful to watch because mostly because like there was really no one to root for.
Mm, okay. So hi everybody in the chat. Hey Black Lavender. Who else is in here today? Hey Ryan. Scott been doing the most. Went from love in paradise to not having two pennies to rub together and trying to get with any woman he can. Oh, he's such a mess in the social media. Oh, and the
Oh
online
wow,
dating.
that's so
It
painful
it
to
almost
watch him do
seems
that.
like kind of predatorish. Yeah. There's a what's his name? Moving Mad put up an episode today about some lady who was actually dating Scott and found out he was dating multiple people. Like he's weird. There's something not clicking together with him. And Lydia, I know you're not the best person in the world, but girl, you dodged a bullet with this fool. Scott is the worst. Yes, he is, Ryan. Hey, Sunway. Um, Ryan, Levin, did you see this week he tried to holler at Karina? Yes. So, in addition to Tiffany, he's also been trying to holler at Karina as well. It's really weird. Like, and he told this gal, sorry, I'm just going off kilter here or going on a tangent. He told this gal that he's going to have a big announcement with TLC soon. He's just waiting for the clearance from them. You think that they're going to put this idiot on Single Life? Like what? And expose him to
Like,
more females?
I mean, if he's like out here, like, are we trying to date? How? Okay, never mind. Never mind. we all know TLC will take advantage of any train wreck they can, and Scott's giving them free content. I'm not. Oh, never mind. Carry on.
But didn't they
I'm
learn
just
from No Neck Ed? Like he's in that same category with Ed.
mm,
Throw Scott in the dumpster. Hold on. Scott met Lydia through Alejandro. Alejandro and Scott trained together. Movie man interview one of Scott. Yeah. God, I have no idea how this stream is coming through to y'all. And I have a feeling it's awful. And I do apologize. Because second. Oh my God. Jamal, are you still. Hold
I'm
on.
hearing you on my end. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you, clear. But sometimes you go in and out. But I'm not sure how it's coming through to the audience.
Yeah, I'm usually I watch the show like I have it up, but for some reason something's going on. Just I'm a little frustrated today, y'all. I'm a little frustrated today, so bear with me. Okay, so Ryan says he's like that bachelor guy that is trying to pair up with any
Yep.
single D-list
I
reality star. Ooh,
mean,
okay, right. I agree with you. Um, Everyone hates Natalie, and they put her 2 seasons on Single
that's
Life.
true.
Oh, because everybody loved to hate her, but I didn't get
Right.
danger whenever I saw Natalie. Natalie was a flawed individual,
Yes.
but she wasn't a danger to people. Nick and Scott, to me, as a woman, I hear danger sirens going off. I don't like them. Scott definitely gives off stalker vibes, and the love bombing. It's a lot. Like even through the TV, it's a lot. Like what he did to Liz. Woo. Yeah. No, no, thank you. No, thank you. I can do without. Let me see. Alrighty. May not. Maybe don't show your video. It's between StreamYard and my little computer. I think it's trying to tell me, bitch, go get you a new computer, but I am trying to ignore it. Scott is looking to become a celebrity. He's absolutely desperate to be a predator. Liz's reaction to him spoke volumes. Yeah. Scott say all the same things to all the women he dates. That's kind of creepy. That's kind of creepy. But you know what? Something came up on my Instagram the other day. It was these two girlfriends who was talking, right? And they were talking about this date that they went on within a few days of each other. Okay? And they started talking about how amazing this guy was. He took them to his apartment, I think, and he had set up a painting and wine them a t-shirt, and so that they wouldn't get their clothes dirty, and wine and everything. And then they're like, wait, hold up, when did you go on your date? And it was within days of each other. And they're like, guy, the same exact date, the same, like everything, down to the wine and everything. And they were horrified. They were laughing about it, but it's kind of weird that this weird. Hey, somebody. Okay. Hey, Dustin, how are you? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Okay.
Queen Cascade. Yay. Hey,
Okay.
Dustin.
I still have a huge delay, but whatever. We're going to roll with it. For react.
I know.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Please forgive me. I'm trying the no video thing. We'll see.
It's okay. It's okay.
Jamal, you're just gonna have to give me a heads up.
Okay, you're still delaying a little bit. Like, do you have the virtual background on? Debbie? Still with me? Okay. We'll
Hold
do our
on.
best. All right. So,
Yeah, hold
yes.
on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I removed it.
Okay. I've heard sometimes that can
Yeah.
affect the stream, so I just maybe removing that will
Oh,
help. But
great.
we were talking about the couple. Like, yeah, that is
Mm-hmm.
kind of creepy for the one guy to date two different women who are friends with the same exact date. That's yeah, mm-mm, weirdo.
Weirdo is right. Okay, so who do we want to tackle first?
Oh, let's see who. Oh, let's talk about April and what's this? And poor Valentine. I mean, I was cheering for Valentine through this whole episode because April was just doing the most for no reason. Like seriously, for no reason. She granted she said like, I didn't mean to offend them, yada yada, but you still did. And you would think someone who's as traveled as she is would know better. And good for him when she said like we need to take a break, and he's all like, okay, we'll take the time. He was not chasing after her. And I think that bothered her in a way. I really do.
I agree. However, something occurred to me during this scene because I thought it was a waste of time, to be quite honest, because I thought they broke up down on the street corner where they was at. But remember
Hmm.
the boyfriend that was in the ex-boyfriend that was in the car that she has the car business with. He had said something to the effect that April doesn't end her relationships until she ends them or something like that. So that's why I felt this
Hmm.
scene was her needing to take charge of the direction of the relationship. And I was just like, this makes no sense because y'all broke up on the street 2 episodes ago. Like, what are we doing here?
Right,
You
right,
made
because
him come all the way down from his uncle house and stop seeing his friends and dating his other women that he's training online, like to come and so that you could tell him wash his hands as soon as he walk in the apartment and like where are we going from here? What we know your relationship is over. Even
but
he was just like, why did I waste my time coming here?
right, but Davey, the fact that you brought that up, it goes right with the scene. Because remember, when he comes in, he's like, "You have something that you said we need. It's something important we need to talk about. Can we get down to business?" I was
Yeah,
like,
he
"Yeah,
wasn't playing with her. He was like, get to the point. I was like, and and then she gets to the airport and she's like, maybe we could because I've seen the best of him. Boo, you've also seen the worst of him. Like, and we seen the worst of you. I don't get it. I don't get it. And you say that she's well traveled. I don't think she is.
no,
I
no." I'm saying
think
like
this
she
is
comes
it. I
across.
think DR
No,
is it.
she's what it is like she wants to come across as well traveled, and if you're gonna come across that way, you need to act that way.
I don't
But
think
well
she did
traveled doesn't mean
herself any
cultured.
favors. True, true. Or it doesn't mean like you have manners. Like she's a fail for me. A huge fail. Um, Child. I'm just glad that he stood his ground. He didn't give a toss, and that was it. It was a useless scene for me. I thought we
Right.
were over a while ago.
I was with Valentine on that one. What do you want to talk about?
Get to the point. Get to the point. Hold on. Hold on. Does your phone have a better connection? I know mine does sometimes. I don't know. It could be an issue with StreamYard as well because of the delay. It could be so many different things. I'm just so sick and tired of IT issues between my job and this. Like, I'm about ready to go and get me an IT certificate. I don't know.
Right.
Um, Valentine was done days ago. He was like, "Why am I here?" Exactly. April couldn't believe he had the audacity to dump her. Yep, yep. And Queen Cascade. Hope you're well. Confident time schedules. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you for catching our replay. We really appreciate it. Let's see. Are you still in IG? If so, have me follow my algorithm. Yeah, I haven't seen you in my algorithm either. Let's see. I bet she stays in and around resorts that cater to Americans if she does travel anywhere. True, true. I
Yeah,
would
that makes
agree with
sense.
that. I think April should date a millionaire. She is looking for that luxury. She is looking for that luxury, but she also wants superiority. So she'll never date anyone that is on level with her or has more than her. She is on a power trip. She is searching for that power dynamic. She's looking for men who are younger than her and less well off than her. And she hit a bonus with him because there was a language barrier. Period. Your audio is a lot better right now. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I'm hardly on Instagram very much these days. I'm more on YouTube. I don't have enough time to manage both. Oh, okay. Well, I might just snoop and look for you then. Alrighty. So, anything else with these two losers?
No.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could see the single life, but not for the Americans, for the foreigners that we really like? Like I would like to see what's his name? Razvan, Razvan, or whatever his name is from
Hmm.
Before the 90 Days, and Valentine. Or let's just create a whole new show for them, like, scammers getting their scam on or something. But the likable ones, not the nasty ones we don't like. I would
I
just like to
agree.
see something else for them
Agreed.
because it's not their fault that they aren't getting another season, or at least in his case. Who's next?
You choose it. You choose this one.
Well, let's get Jordan and Everton out of the way. This was another one that I thought we already broke up. I don't know.
Right.
I like in the last car scene, I thought we broke up. I, so I just felt like it was deja vu because this scene started with her packing again, him taking the bags out, them getting in the car, and having the same conversation that we saw last week. I was so confused. I was so confused. I I thought we had already broken up.
Right.
And
And
there's
then the
no
whole thing is
resolution of what we doing with that land.
exactly. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. But
And
yeah,
the power of
that was
attorney.
weird. That was weird. She's like, I can't like be done with you because we have business. Let's focus on the business, what we do well. I'm like, what have you done in business? I need to know that. Like, you allegedly purchasing a plot of land in Cayman does not constitute business for me. And I'm sorry not to be mean to y'all, but like, you can't say you're doing what you can't say you do business well when you're making no money.
And you signed a power of attorney over to someone who has absolutely no money and even less business experience than you, because at least you bought a home and he hasn't. Like, I don't get it. And she doesn't need Everton down there to conduct business for her.
No.
There's plenty of people who own property in Cayman who don't live there. Oh my God. I wonder if she just feels like people are stupid. TLC and Jordan. Jordan, this is dumb. And until you show me like a deed to that property, yeah. And it takes months to get a deed on property in Cayman. The transfer of property takes months. It's
Mm.
ridiculous in Cayman. Yeah. So good luck to you, girl. Whatever.
It it makes sense though.
Um, anything? So they're Denzel, right?
He wants her back. He wants to fight for her. I'm like, okay,
He wants the property, not her, and he wants
right.
her to continue making payments on the property because he's not doing anything. He's just like a glorified overseer of nothing. Anywho, who is? Oh, let's just go to the baby news. Jessica and Juan. She meets him at the Galveston, Texas port to go on a 1 week cruise. Her husband has the kids for the week. And this is going to probably be the last time she sees her baby daddy Juan because she's 20 months and the ship won't let pregnant women on past 5 months. So she's going to see him. I I wonder what their employee discount is for those cruises and how many he can make, how many of those reservations he can make in 1 year. Just wondering.
Hmm.
So yeah, she meets up there. She has 1 week with him. They go to Cozumel. He gets some day passes from a local resort. And when they get back while they're in Mexico, he brings up the issue of her parenting style and says that she needs to be a bit firmer with, he feels that she needs to be a bit firmer with the boys. And she's like, I've been doing this for 10 years and you have how long? Just because you've been a mama for 10 years does not mean that your style is perfect. It's ever changing to the needs of your children. And the mere fact that you can't take any criticism on your parenting style, I don't know what to say. Um, a lot of us are looking at you and going, you are a bit loosey goosey with those kids in comparison to how we were raised. Um, I wonder if you're overcompensating for your divorce and the dad not being in
Hmm.
the house. Or are you raising those kids like they're your friends and not your children? I don't know. There's a lot of theories. There's a lot of theories for me. But if you are expecting this man to give up everything and come and live in Butthole, Wyoming, where the cows do nothing but fart all day long, then you're going to have to let him completely into your life and into your children's lives. And if he says something about you and the kids, the least you could do is listen.
Right, because you're
I don't
having
know.
his child, so you need to understand that he's going to be a
Mm-hmm.
parent to one of your children, and you need to listen to him. And you thinking disrespect is cute is not. It's not cute. It's not good look. Because if they disrespect you
Mm-hmm.
now, they're gonna disrespect you when they get older. And you can't once you've gotten them into that habit of acceptance that this behavior is okay, you can't change that. You'll be on Dr. Phil,
Mm-hmm.
sending your kids to the ranch.
I don't know. Uh, anyway, that was just weird to me. Um, then let's see what else happened. Oh, they get back to Galveston and they go to an ultrasound facility, and he actually, because he's not participating in the pregnancy thing at all because he's busy working. So he actually gets to go to an ultrasound, and they find out that they're having a boy and not a girl. Um, so yay, congratulations. But didn't he say something in one of his talking heads about how he is not sure about living in Wyoming?
it, it was more to do about how she raises the kids. Like he's not basically he says if I'm going to live there and be a part of this family, I'm not going to be dealing with their little BS. That's what he was talking about. Because when he moves
Oh.
in, he's basically what he's telling her. What he's saying is, if and when I do move in, into that home or whatever, I'm not going to deal with any disrespect. That's what he's saying. It's not so much really living there. He's not for the kids just being disrespectful.
Mm. Sunway says that she saw IG Live with Carlos, Jordan, Jessica, and Juan today. Jordan and Everton are just friends and business partners now. Jordan said that. I think they've always been friends and business partners. I don't believe this supposed romance and all this blah blah blah. Jordan should just cut her losses and sell the land. Agreed. Agreed. How is Jessica able to leave her job so much to go on these cruises? She has that much vacation time. Here's the thing. Did she ever say she had a job? I don't think so.
I thought she was a
I
health. I thought she was a health, a mental health, some type of mental health professional.
mental health professional. Okay, so is she part-time? Is she on
I'm
call?
maybe.
Uh I don't know. She doesn't seem like she works. She just
I mean,
doesn't.
now me personally, I know I have about a month and a half of vacation time. So
Right, but that's because you've been working at your position, at your job for a prolonged number of years. This young lady, I don't think so.
I mean, like you know what? Maybe she could be like a receptionist for like a mental health clinic, and they give her the time off
Mhm.
to, you know, do her thing. Like just don't mention
So
this on TV.
every 2 months, she is going on a cruise.
Yeah, because here's the thing: she never said who she works for. So how are we to know this is not a family-owned business and she works for her father or
Let me tell
parents or
you, she
whoever?
couldn't be working for me because there is such a thing as a mental health day, singular day, not a week vacation every 2 months. She said she was on a cruise every 2 months. She living off of alimony and child support.
I mean, it's a great job if you can get it.
Jordan needs to sell the land and cut all ties. Juan was like, that doesn't mean you're any good at it. Yup. And I agreed with him. I agreed with him. Don't boys need some discipline? Heck, all kids, and now she'll have 3 wild ones. Yep. And here's the thing, right? If they're with their dad and they acting the fool and he's trying to discipline them, and what they
Hmm.
do, hop on the phone to mommy and cry to her so that
Hmm.
she can undermine all the discipline that the dad is trying to put into them. How's that working out for you, girl? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm interested to
uh
see like how they act with the father. That would be interesting.
I saw baby David, Juan and Jessica's son. Oh, they named him David. David. Oh, I love it. On IG Live, saw today the one Carlo. Well, Carlos had with Jordan, Jessica, and Juan. He was so cute. They're going to get married in November, I think. Oh, what color are his eyes? Is David's eyes like green, like dad? Or are they blue? Oh, he's going to have the most prettiest eyes. Let's see. Was Juan in the US or Colombia? Great question. Sunway, give us an answer. Hopefully it's down here. I'm a little bit behind in the chat, y'all. Juan in Wyoming reminds me of Kobe and Emily. Yes. It was Kansas, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, you have a better memory than I do. But yeah. They are going to Wyoming. After that, Jessica is open to move. Think after her boys are older. Well, she can't move now because she has joint custody with their father.
Right.
Um, Kansas, okay. But that's still a lot. That's still a lot. Like, okay, so she's taking unpaid leave, but she's placing an additional burden on other employees who choose to come to work all the time except for their actual vacation, if that makes sense. Like like you're always being out is putting an unnecessary burden on your coworkers. I don't see her getting along like the rest of her coworkers being cool with that. Jessica's going on a cruise with baby David. Juan is going to see his son for the first time. The baby's 1 month old now. Jesus. Wow. Like I feel bad for Juan because of that, because it seems like on the evolution of the episodes of this particular season, like we really saw him coming to terms with becoming a father, and especially when he wasn't there to take part in the the gestational process, right? He was there for
Mm-hmm.
the creation and a couple of times in between, and I feel like it gave him a longing to really become a father because he was not there to be a part of it. And so this, like, I'm happy and sad when we're hearing something like this. The baby's a month old and it's the first time he's seeing the baby. Like that must be heart shattering for him because he does seem like a genuinely decent kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Um wow. Until they get married. Okay, so you think that, and you said um November was the wedding. So he's coming up to so wait, hold on. How do they know that November is going to be the wedding? Like you or are they getting married in Colombia and doing that the other way, doing the other visa?
Right. 'Cause I'm like, was their visa approved? Was their case, did we hear about
You
them applying
you
for
but yeah,
did we
you
hear
can't, like you don't know when that's going to get approved. You just know it's approved,
mm-hmm.
and then you make the plans to get your butt up here because you have a certain amount of time to get into the US before the visa expires. And then once you land, the 90 days starts for the K1. Um, oh my God, the
Did they
tragedy of vacation peeing.
did they mention applying for the K1?
I can't remember. I think she did.
Okay.
Jessica said it, yeah. Okay, so on the IG Live. Okay, so wait. She's applied for the K1 visa and she's planning for a wedding in November because they don't tell you when and if that visa is going to be approved. Like, where's the wedding taking place some way? Is it going to be in Colombia? Because that's the only way you could plan a date. I don't know. It's a little bit weird to me. But bless her heart, bless baby David, and bless Juan. God knows they need all the blessings they can get. And last but not least is this complete clusterfuck. Oh my God. We open with him harassing Liz for one last time before getting into her taxi and hightailing it out of that resort to get away from him. Um, he goes back And then next thing you know, he says, here we go. It's later on in the day, and he's meeting with Lydia. And I'm I don't know why I was shocked at this. Maybe I was shocked because TLC was putting this bullshit on our screens.
That was ridiculous. So basically, he couldn't make it work with Liz. Liz dumped him, and now he's like, oh, let me just go out to Lydia. What? I was
And the
like,
thing is that before he went to say bye to Liz, he was texting Lydia, telling her, I want a second chance.
right.
Seriously? I don't get it. I don't get it.
He desperately wants to be famous. He wants to be reality TV famous. He really does.
Okay, hold on. Or are they getting married in Colombia or Mexico and then she applies for the spousal visa like Memphis? I think I'm not sure. Oh God, Mexico is so difficult to have a legal marriage there when you're doing destination weddings. And I don't think it's feasible for a port of call on a cruise because it's super difficult when you're like, establishing residency. Like if you're staying there for a week, right?
Hmm.
Um, but I could see her going to Colombia, getting married there, and then doing the spousal visa like Memphis. I would X out Mexico because it used to be really difficult, like needing blood tests and all sorts of BS in order to do it. And you just can't do that when you're in port for a day
Right.
because it's difficult enough when you're there for a week. It would be super hard to do it as a port of call. Jessica was looking for places to have the wedding. Always putting the cart before the horse. Lydia is also sadistic. Ugh. Well, Miss Lydia did say she wanted to have this meeting because Nicole took over the last meeting, right? So she wanted to have her say. And I really think I saw a little piece of a lawyer come out in her when she started like detailing all of the stuff that he did. Why isn't this going away? Okay, there we go. Hold on. Statistic. And do you think Scott is a psycho and a narcissist? Oh, Ryan says I do. But at least Lydia has sense of having a moderate good income man. Who was that? Because he's about to file for his fourth bankruptcy, meaning Scott. Um, Jessica didn't say so. Okay. Hey, Ava. Okay. So she details all of the wrongs that he did, and then he cuts her off. And I, again, like I think when she said that her phone wasn't working, so they can't do the stuff on the phone. I think her phone was working, but she knows that that ticks him off. So she was
Hmm.
getting under his skin from early. They called in the translator, and the translator was like, "Hey, y'all, hey, bless you,"
Mm.
and sat behind her and did a half-hearted job of relaying all of the details of what was going on between the two of them. And basically she was like, so you sent me a text this morning and basically asking me for a second chance, and he's like, yeah, I want us to be friends. I was like, wait, what? And I want transparency. And I said, wait, what? And then we start talking about the Colombiana, and did he admit that the girl was there?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like I don't understand how he thought that this was going to
Because
work.
he said like, yeah, Liz came to see me, and then I think Lydia asked him here, and he said, yeah.
It was just so ridiculous. So ridiculous. But I love this part of it because it made sense. It made sense. But after they had their meltdown and she was like, um, she left and she was like, come on, Scott. I didn't think she was asking him to come with her, but he turned around and he was just like, should I go after her? And the production assistant was like, no, and walked away. Like
Right.
everybody was just so done
He,
with him.
he was
And
like, "Are you sure?" And PA was like, "It's completely obvious that she." I was like, "Damn."
it was just so very weird that he actually thought that that was an invitation. And then we see this scene with him going back, stripping off everything to get into the hot tub. Gross. And then we see her down on the beach in the middle of the night and trying to have this
Right.
uber romanticized, washed away Chris Isaac's kind of 1990s video thing with why did she agree to this? I don't know. But as a Caribbean person, I don't get into the seawater at night. I don't. And I don't get in any water that I can't see the bottom of. You know why? Because the water is not our main environment or habitat. We are visitors. And I like to know who's in there with me. And at night, jellyfish wash up on the beach. I
Did she
don't
did
want to
she
be
literally lay on
stung.
the beach and lay her head back?
Laid her head back.
Right.
It
Okay,
was
I did see that.
it was so weird. It was
She was
so weird. And why didn't they edit out the part where she was throwing her shoes back so they wouldn't get wet?
take me
It wasn't the scene I
away.
needed to see.
I thought it
It
was
was
just me. When I seen her lay her head back, I'm like, "What? Are you trying to have a Daryl Hannah moment?" I
mm,
mean, I'm like, seriously, no.
I couldn't. A wet Lydia. That's what y'all left us with at the end of this season. A wet Lydia. And with people like me wishing that she would get washed out to sea.
DSJ.
Look.
DSJ says, "Look, sharks will come near the shore at night. I don't want to play with your kids
Yes.
either."
Listen, never go into the water at dusk or dawn. That's feeding time for the sharks when the water's murky.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Scott
Scott.
Ed said he went to cafes or shops to say that he was a celebrity from TV. He's fired.
Uh-huh. Yep. And he would be dating like three women at the same time, and he's going out with them and telling them, "Oh, this is my girlfriend," to anyone who will listen.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl who was on Moving Mad, their first date, she was getting in her car to go to the date, and he called her and said, "I have to cancel," and blocked her. And she later found out that he had double booked himself with bitches that he found on the dating app and didn't realize it. This is how this man moves. Mm-mm-mm. Oh Lord, they try to give her a waiting to exhale moment. We know who you are. We still don't like you, Ryan. Oh my God, I love it. Scott was absolutely desperate to beat Carlos with followers on IGs. So that was real, like, because I heard, things that you hear aren't always that reliable, but I had heard that his goal was to get the most followers on some platform um, over anybody else. So this is what he was trying to do. Wait, do any of the other castmates fuck with him? Because like some ways telling us that Carlos had this who was it Carlos had a IG that had um Jordan on, and other people from the cast. Does he go on anything with the other cast members from this season? It doesn't seem like it.
Mm-mm.
He did something with April and then turned around and put on a wig pretending that he was Dr. April. So what? Um, Scott did lies where he said he had to beat Carlos with followers. Why? Oh my God. It's just so ridiculous. Oh, how many of y'all have signed up for the new Instagram Twitter thing called Threads? I did mine. I'm still trying to figure it out.
I heard about Threads. That's the new app, right? That I heard it come
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Who owns it?
Instagram.
Oh, which means Facebook owns it. Okay,
Meta,
so
yeah. Meta owns
so
it.
okay, so they trying to take over. Mark, we see you, Mark. We see you. You see Elon is messing up Twitter. You trying to take over. We see you, Mark. We see you.
Well, here's the thing. I think he should. I mean, they already got my information and sold it on the
Right.
black web. So, go ahead, have at it. I was shocked when I heard about it, the early launch. Then I was shocked when I saw it in the App Store and it allowed me to like get it, but it didn't download. And then suddenly yesterday, it showed up on my phone. They released that shit early. And I was like, wait, what? And to sign up is super easy. It just says, do you want us to import your stuff from Instagram? I was like, yes. And boom, I was on. And I was just like, wow, okay. Because I'm
Okay. Is
getting
it
tired of the Twitter.
is it Thread? Is it Threads and Instagram? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
With the little squiggle.
Yeah.
I mean, I have several Instagram accounts. Okay.
Maybe you could get them all in there.
Right.
Because I think it asks you, I think you had the option to choose like which account.
Oh,
I
nice.
think so.
I'm doing it
Yeah.
right now, so I'll let you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take a little while to get used to, but I mean, I kind of do like Twitter, but once Elon said, I'm going to limit the amount of things that you see on Twitter, I was just like, fuck you all the way. Like, what? It's bad enough that you bought Twitter because I don't like your dumbass. Um, and now you limiting how many posts I can see. Okay, so just push me over to Meta. Ugh. Anywho, how is it different from the other social media platforms? I can't figure it out yet, but I haven't had that much time to play on it. Um, I'll see if I can figure it out. I do think that like I'm not find like I looked up Barack Obama. I can't find him on there. I don't understand why. But I can't remember if I have him on Instagram or not. Or is it Michelle? I'm just having problems navigating threads. That's it. And we'll leave it at that. Old people problems. Anywho, join us in a couple of minutes when we'll be talking about this other stupid show. Well, it wasn't that stupid. Me Abroad. I actually liked this episode. I enjoyed it. But just for one character. So, Jamal, any final thoughts on this mess?
No, this thread is quite interesting. It is no, it is very much Twitter meets Instagram.
It is. It is. Um, but I think they're going to have a problem with the algorithm pushing content that you
Hmm.
like if you want to just follow your friends like how it is it's weird. it's
Okay,
it's
threads.
different. It's Twitter but it's not.
Right.
All right, y'all, see you in a few where we'll be talking about
Hey
Match Me
Tina.
Abroad. Is that Tina? Hey, Greek Mom. Hi. No worries. Just catch us on the replay if you can.
Oh,
Scott did IG with Danielle, Josh, Jennifer, and Chantel. Who are they?
from You Me My Ex.
Why is Scott doing an IG with them? He's not on that show.
It doesn't matter. He is networking, Debbie. He is gonna try to get in where he
No,
can
but
fit
what I'm
in.
saying is none of his castmates like him. I wouldn't be networking for fuck with him. If your current co-workers ain't fucking with you, then I ain't fucking with you.
That's a fair point.
And what does he got to do with, like, if I'm tuning in to see Danielle, Josh, Jennifer, and Chantel, because I want to see about their mess on You, Me, and My Ex, not him, who's a piece of shit, who has aspirations to be me, You, Me, and My Ex. Like, he don't make no sense. He looks thirsty and desperate. Liz said it, like, Liz hit it on the head with him.
Mm-hmm.
Desperate is just oozing out of his pores. Oh my God, he's parched. Correct, correct. Oh my God. And why is he crossing shows? Why is he so thirsty? And on that note, we're gonna thank you for joining us today with all of my IT issues, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Thanks for joining us. Leave your comments below. Jamal, until next time.
Of course.
All right, y'all. Bye.